Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Coe, and I'm joined by my guys, KB,
Black of the Berry, the sweet of juice,
White Star GB,
was shaking.
and we also have super producer Corey Cool in the building, Cool University. Big shout out to everyone tuned in on Instagram Live, on YouTube Live. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. We'll let you guys know what we're drinking, what we're smoking. We'll get into some current events with White Star GB and news and views. Then we'll jump into our topics of the night, which are going to be a great woman won't slow down your mission. Also, we're going to talk about helpmates.
Okay.
And what was the last one?
The last one was. Usually, I got a photographic memory. I can't think about it now.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll get to it.
we'll get to it. Right. All right. So, KB,
So,
how was your week, man?
marvelous. It was marvelous. It was marvelous.
Tell us about it, man.
Oh, you want to actually know what was the marvel about it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So, I was alive.
That's a start.
I was moving around. I was breathing fresh air. Didn't get locked up. Yeah.
Today was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Absolutely. It was a good
You
day.
didn't even have to use your AK.
It was a good day. All right, cool. Glad to hear,
Salute.
man. White Star GB, how was your week, man?
It was good. It was good. Tightening up on this merch for our for our fundraiser.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
We putting some merch together for y'all, like a little drop. You know what I mean? We're putting it together with some love. So we'd appreciate y'all support. Everything will be coming real soon. You know what I mean? Follow us on Instagram and everything like that, and you'll see.
Absolutely.
How about
Absolutely.
you, bro? What's your week?
The week went relatively fast, man.
These weeks are flying, right?
They are. It's like
Crazy.
it was Monday, then
We're back here.
it was Thursday, and then I'm like, damn.
It's March already. It was just New Year's. Like it just felt like
Absolutely.
we're yeah.
What happened to me this week, man? I saw somebody get hit by a car.
Oh wow, what's that like?
Yeah. It wasn't a terrible hit,
Yeah.
but it was like, it was some.
He flew in the
somebody
air.
walking?
He was in the air.
He flew on the hood of the car and
word?
rolled off.
Did it look crazy?
It was like some super white girl shit, though.
Did you laugh though? Like it sounded like it's kind of funny.
When I saw he was jogging, the dude was jogging. It's a white girl
Should be
coming.
laughing.
White girl coming out of Starbucks,
Well,
and
he
she
ain't
like,
die. Yeah,
no,
right.
exactly, like
Yeah, right.
he
Daytime?
huh? Daytime, yeah. It was
Yeah.
dumb early. She was
Word.
getting coffee. That latte must have had her head all fucked up.
Tweaking.
Because he's just jogging. He's going across. Smack. He rolled on the hood and rolled right off the hood, and then she pulls out. She still pulls out, and she's like,
Oh, she ran over him.
no, she didn't run over him.
Oh, all right,
but he
right,
fell
right.
off over.
Okay, all right.
And he got up like,
What the
Shit,
fuck
I
is,
think
what's going on?
it was an Asian guy. He's like,
I'd have been on the floor.
and he was so
like,
good.
yo, I
I'm
can't
like,
get up.
yo, big shout out to her insurance company. 'Cause
So what happens? Do you exchange insurance information? Because if you hit someone's car, you exchange information and you get paid.
I'm calling.
What do you gotta do in that situation?
You gotta call an ambulance.
You kind of have to, right?
Yeah, you have to, because first of all, you don't know if you're gonna feel the effects the next day. So yeah.
Yeah, nah, you got to go through that shit. You remember? I don't know if you remember back in the day. We were riding. Were you in the car? I don't know if you were in the car. We were riding to your crib when you lived in Inwood, and I remember Jay was in the car. Jason was definitely in the car because I remember him laughing his ass off. So we were riding, and we were dumb young. We were like,
All right,
we was
nigga.
high
Yeah,
school.
all right. Come on, nigga, what happened?
Can I give the overall so I don't get in trouble for my fucking
Yeah.
wife?
You see, you try to clean it
Jesus,
up.
Lord have mercy. So we were riding or whatever. It was like 3 or 4 of us in the car, and We'll head to Inwood, and the road is a 2-lane road. And I can't remember who was trying to holler at this girl. It was a girl that was driving or whatever. She was driving a little punch buggy or whatever, like the newer punch buggies though. And it was hollering, and she was like, "Oh, fuck y'all niggas" or whatever. And then she looked, and she was like, "Fuck y'all niggas," and the lane merged, and she ran into a pole. And we started dying laughing like, you dumbass. Yo, that shit was fucking hilarious, yo.
That's kind of funny.
No, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Wow. I know we said something to you when we got there, but I can't.
I do remember
that.
But
it was so funny, yo. Shout out to her, whoever she was.
Yeah.
Shout out to the pole.
Yeah, that was
shout out to the pole.
That was my week. That's terrible. Man. Again, big shout out to everyone tuned in on Instagram Live, on YouTube Live. Again, remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do. At Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also, check us out on YouTube. It is Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. Cigars, the and sign, Whiskey Podcast. If you're on Instagram right now, we're live on YouTube. If you want to come over there, you get a way better shot. And also, if you do come over there, we want you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All right. If you missed any of the previous episodes, you can always go back and check us out on all the podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify, anywhere you listen to your podcast at. And again, remember to like, share, and also subscribe. All right. If you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations, meaning if you want to recommend a cigar, a spirit, or even a topic, hit us up. It's an open forum. We would love to hear from you. If you have any products or services that you want to endorse or you want to sponsor a show, hit us up via email. It's podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. Again, it's podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. And if you dig the show and you like the content that we're putting out and you want to show your support, you can do that via Cash App. It's the same as the Instagram, Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. All right. And do remember to check out super producer Corey Cool on his platform, CUNY Radio, everything fresh and new in hip hop music, a daily podcast. All right. So follow him on Instagram at Cool University. That's Cool, UNI, VERCITY.
Cool.
All right. And now that we got that out the way, KB, what are we drinking tonight?
We're drinking a fistful of bourbon.
Yeah, I got a fistful of bourbon. Yeah,
we got a fistful of bourbon here, and I wanted to say that the other topic that we're talking about is, do men set the tone for relationships?
You're right, absolutely right.
Okay,
that was the other one that we're talking
that was the other topic.
Let's do it.
So this one is 45 ABV, which makes it 90% proof. It's a blend of 5 straight bourbons.
It's a blended.
That's what. So it's a blended. It's a blended bourbon. It's not.
And it's a blend of 5 straight bourbons.
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
What's that mean?
Like the other ones are not mixed. They're straight.
So it's 5 different barrels, or 5 different barrels of different bourbon. Like what?
I don't think it's 5 single.
I have no clue what that means. I'll be completely honest.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Just
this shit like Long Island iced tea or bourbon?
Hmm?
Is it the Long Island iced tea or bourbon?
Could be.
Well, it's well, it is. It is just bourbon. It's
Right.
not. It's not any different liquor that goes with it.
Right.
It's different bourbons. It's not saying what 5 blends it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just telling you that it's 5 blends. But you know,
I like the packaging.
Yeah, definitely. I would be drawn to the bottle also.
I picked this out, and like the colors and everything, it popped. I like the shape of the bottle.
Yeah.
But that's about all I have nice to say about it.
So far. On the nose. On the nose, I was getting a lot of vanilla and mint. and a little bit of ginger. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm super stuffed up today. My nose is stuffed up, so don't hold that against me. But those were the things that I was getting on the nose. On the flavor, I was getting a nice wood, spicy cinnamon, and I got a little bit of corn also.
Yeah.
And that was that. I can be completely honest, not my favorite that we've had. Tastes a little bit young. It's distilled in New Jersey. Definitely tastes like New Jersey water. I don't know. Sorry. It is what it is. I'll let you know.
All right. So I guess we'll let it marinate, and then we'll come back to it, and we'll see how this one fares. All right. So tonight we'll be smoking or reviewing the HVC hotcakes. Hot cake. All right. I've seen this particular cigar on social media for the last couple of years, and definitely I've been intrigued by the cigar. I wanted to smoke it for a long time. Just because of the name.
Advertisements or like
Just because of the name. When I think when you hear hot cake,
right,
you think of hot cakes and sausage
yeah,
at McDonald's. So I'm thinking it's going to be, like a pancake with some syrup on it. Okay. So, well, this particular cigar, origin is Nicaraguan. The wrapper is a Mexican San Andreas, and the binder is a mix of a Corojo 99, which is from Jalapa, and a Corojo 98, which is from Esteli. And it also has a 2006 Corojo Maduro filler. All right. As far as the size that we're smoking, it's the Corona Gorda, which is a 5.6 by 46 ring gauge. This particular cigar, it retails at about $8 per stick. All right. It's a little bit higher if you can find it at your local cigar shop. So big shout out to Matador Cigars in Hyde Park, New York. They were so gracious to gift us with 2 of these cigars. All right.
Shout out, Matador.
Over there, I think they charge about 11. All right. They put a premium on most of their cigars. All right.
Thanks, guys.
As far as the construction, very, very rustic looking. As far as the band, nothing crazy, nothing overly extravagant. Nice gold band with the with the red insert that just says hotcakes. All right. As far as the look of it, like I said, it's rustic, a little to the seamless veins, a little shine on it, but a very, very good looking cigar. All right. As far as the profile, I would say this is a medium plus to full body cigar. So if you are a new smoker, please tread lightly. As far as the flavor, definitely medium plus to full body. All right. As far as the notes are concerned, if you guys listen to any of the previous episodes, I am not a pepperhead type of guy. I'm not a spice bomb type of guy. I don't really dig the spicy cigars, but this one started out with a little bit of pepper, but it wound up being like a peppermint type of note in the cigar.
It was nice.
Yeah, like I said before, I can deal with a little bit of pepper, but if it meshes well with the other notes of the cigar, I definitely enjoy it. So the notes you're going to get from this cigar is some wood. You're going to get wood, that peppermint. Also, you get a sweet tobacco, some chocolate. I got some floral notes and some citrus notes. All right. Okay. Very, very complex cigar from the first third to the last third of the cigar. Definitely transitions all over. Very, very complex smoke. And overall, a very, very good smoke. Construction-wise, no touch-ups, no relights. And for me, I would tell everybody, buy one, buy a 5-box, buy a 5-pack, buy a box. This particular cigar, I think is box worthy. So go pick it up at your local shop if they have it. Also, I see that there are a couple of retailers online that have it. So go pick it up, the HVC hotcakes. All right. Check it out at your local tobacconist. All right. Also, call of action to all our brothers of the leaf, all our sisters of the leaf. All right. If you smoke this HVC hotcake, hit us up and let us know if you enjoyed this cigar as much as I did. All right. And let us know if you did or if you didn't. If you have a difference of opinion, we want to know. And also on top of that, please let us know what you are smoking, what you're drinking. All right. Let us know what we should have on the show, which cigars and whiskeys that we should showcase. All right. So now I'll pass it over to you.
So you did like that, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Boxworthy.
If you could find that one, definitely I would say buy a box of those. I'm probably gonna buy a box of those myself.
Hotcakes.
Yeah. All right, so I'll pass it over to my guy, White Star GB.
With news and views. We had a
bro.
busy week, yo. Focusing on just the bullshit though. Brittany Renner sat down with Cam Newton.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Brittany Renner is Instagram influencer who got an NBA player, who let an NBA player get her pregnant purposely.
Who let she? So
Well, she said that she lured him in. All right, well that's
you playing with the
Sorry.
words.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
well, you know what I mean. Well, now she has a now she has a podcast and she's interviewing people.
Okay.
And she asked Cam Newton, why hasn't he married his kid's mother? He has 4 kids with her, been with her for years, and she just wanted to know why was she okay to have kids with and not to marry. And Cam Newton basically said, I was rich, I was young, I was stupid. He described being in the NFL and being young and rich as being on Temptation Island, and he wasn't ready to be married. And she put him on the clock and she moved on. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she moved on because
That was honest of him.
yeah, it was honest of him.
But she left.
Yeah, she left because she just couldn't deal with it. She wanted to be married and he wasn't ready to do it. So
well, she married now?
no, not that I know of.
Oh, well,
And
he's not off the table then.
He had a kid after her too, so now he's up to 5.
All right, well, she's not off the
okay.
table then, because if she's not married, then she's still available, which means that she's single. If she's single, then he can still marry her.
But why would he go back to something he already had and kind of seen it all and like?
Because
Well,
he
I'm
has
saying,
4
Yeah.
kids with
if they
her.
have 4
You know what I'm
kids
saying?
together, they have some type of chemistry. They have something going for them as a
As a unit.
Yeah. To have,
So
now, if you had one
didn't he
kid
have
with a
enough time to
female-
marry her? Didn't he have suitable time?
Well, he did,
Yeah.
but he wasn't ready.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like,
All
yo,
right.
you were on quote unquote Temptation Island.
Right.
You was doing everything that you were doing, enjoying your life or whatever, having a ball. And, at some point, that fun stops and you come back to reality and say, yo, I had a good thing. Maybe I might have screwed that up. Let me try to revisit it and see if I can make it work. If it doesn't work, then it don't work. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's always worth a shot to keep your family together. That's
Absolutely right.
So you feel like he should have married her even if he knew he wasn't, if he was going to cheat on her and deal with other women, he should have still married her?
I think he should have figured that out before he had kids with her. You keep knocking her up, but you don't really want to be with her. Then just wait until you're ready. I mean, it's the Nick Cannon thing. I don't agree with that either. Just because I think men with money just feel like it's okay to just make kids as long as you can afford them. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are thinking right now. As long as you can afford the kids, even though if you don't plan to being in the kid's life full time or being around, you just feel like if I got enough money, it's cool.
Yeah. I think that's what society kind of deems as
But I don't
right.
think that thinking
If you
is
could
good
afford
for black people in the future. Going forward, I think we need more nuclear families.
No, that's for sure. But okay, white folks do it too.
Right.
They'll get married, have a kid, and they know it's probably not going to be long term, and they divorce and they remarry, maybe have more kids, and
Yeah.
what's really the difference in a sense? It's just like for society, it looks better to say, all right, that's my ex-wife versus that's my kid's mother.
Okay.
But is it pretty much the same shit?
What, getting married and getting divorced?
Getting
They're
married,
not being together at all?
yeah, or not getting married at all and having children.
At least you gave it a shot. At least you tried to do it,
Okay.
If it doesn't mean anything to get divorced, then why not? Like we celebrated, the whole Rihanna and homie, it's a Rocky thing, and we had that discussion. Like, is it more of a congratulations that she's pregnant, or are we expecting a wedding after? Like, are they gonna get married soon, or like what's gonna happen? or not even watching for that.
I think it's silly. Honestly, I think it's silly social media stuff. Because I mean, what does it take to honestly get a female pregnant? Just fornication and you're pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think to actually form a union and get married, that should be more of a celebratory act than Rihanna's pregnant by the nigga from Harlem. Like, all right, that's okay. I get it.
Right.
Okay, it kind of goes into one of the topics we're going to discuss tonight, which is do men set the tone for a relationship? Where like that video I sent you guys earlier, where the dude said like men control relationships and marriage, and women control sex.
Right.
So it's kind of up to the man. Like, most women want to get married. Usually it's on the man that's saying, I don't want to, or, whatever. So
that's why it's such a poignant question to Cam Newton sitting there in that chair, like, all right, you doing all your stuff, like you having all the fun and you skiing, you know what I mean? But, you're going to take this seriously or not? And obviously, he didn't think that it was his time to.
He had the power. He had the power. He had the power to knight any woman that he was dealing with as to deem them as his wife. And he felt like, he wasn't ready. He was ready. He was just, doing his thing, shaking and moving.
Okay. I got another story from JP Morgan Chase. Yes, engagement rings are now a symbol of female empowerment and financial independence. Whether women are celebrating a partnership, a new baby, launching a business, buying a home, writing a book, or reaching another important milestone, jewelry is one of the most popular ways to celebrate that commitment or celebration. More women are buying their own jewelry and spending money on the rings that their men are buying them as well too.
Are we talking about women just that are not in relationships buying rings for themselves?
Both. We're saying that women are buying engagement rings to celebrate milestones in their life. And we're also saying that women are putting in on the men's investment and putting extra money up to get the ring that they want.
Okay.
You see anything wrong with that? The first one is just whatever. You buying a piece of jewelry, have at it, whatever.
I mean, you're buying an engagement ring for business?
Yeah, I don't understand
That's cool.
that.
Whatever. It's cotton jewelry. It doesn't mean anything. Fuck it.
I mean, but if it's on your engagement finger or your wedding,
fine.
So what? No. What do you mean? What if you meet a guy and he thinks or you see a guy, he thinks that you're engaged or you're possibly married?
Well, they have to factor that in.
What?
Before they buy a piece of jewelry, that people are going to think that they're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
I think before you spend that kind of money, you kind of think of that. So let's not. Yeah. So I think they're ready to take that risk. They just like the jewelry.
Well, okay.
That shit is.
Well, you're gonna be.
That's weird.
Now the weird one is putting extra money in to get the ring that you want. I think you have to accept that as a gift, whatever he's gonna give you, and keep it moving.
Okay. We being okay.
But if I was a woman, I would so put some money up.
That's a statement. You know what I'm saying?
I want what I want.
Exactly.
Don't bring that bullshit to me.
Exactly. For most women, their engagement ring is a statement. It's a showpiece.
They gotta wear that shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think nowadays a little bit more than what it used to be though, because honestly, who saw your engagement ring back in the day? You know what I'm saying? It was just the people that you
exactly people
and
the other women in the neighborhood, your friends, your family,
people that were around you, more or less. The people that you saw on a regular basis, and the people that you don't know that you went out with, and the people that saw you like shopping or whatever have you, they don't really know you, so it's like all right, whatever. But now with social media, everybody puts a certain level of a price tag on your life. Yeah, it's not even on the ring. They just assume that whatever ring that you have, that's the price tag on your life. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which is, it's insane. Like my wife, she doesn't always wear her engagement ring. She wears her band a lot. So thank God that I don't and we don't put, you know, a value on certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just our shit is about love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no, okay. All right. You are in real estate. You were in mortgages. So I was in stocks. And when I met guys in the brokerage business, it was how much gross you do for the month, what kind of car you drive, how much you pay for your engagement ring, how much you pay for your wedding, your crib.
Yeah.
Like, it was all about how much
What was
bread
the
you
number
spent.
floating around for the engagement ring?
A lot of 20s.
Okay. A lot of 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting the balls on the floor.
Yeah. They could be, dudes be lying, but that was.
You're
okay.
in a lying business.
No, it is a lying business. But the irony of the whole shit is that a lot of those guys that I was in the biz with, that they had $100,000 weddings, they spent $25,000 on engagement rings. They're divorced. So,
because what do you place your stock in? If you're placing your stock in
what looks good, a lot of times is what
looks good and what's not substance.
All right.
Yeah, you're building a life on a house of cards.
But
Right.
in those businesses, it's a lot of superficial shit that goes on.
No,
So.
listen, I've been in it so long that it doesn't faze me anymore. I'm able to pull up to my job in my Jetta. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to navigate through shit with a sweatsuit on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't bother me to do that. And I really feel like it's because I've been through it so long and I see through people's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do I want sometimes to pull up in a luxury vehicle and be like, bitch, I got it too? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I do have one also, but I don't feel the need to do it. Do I have beautiful suits that I could wear every day? Yeah, I do. But I think I see so much through the bullshit that it's like, yeah,
Been there,
I'm an
done
OG.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Y'all not tricking me with this bullshit. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's that? Last story is a man took to Reddit under the subreddit "Am I an Asshole?" Him and his wife took a 12-hour flight from I don't know where they were going. He had the opportunity to upgrade his ticket to business class, so he did and left his wife in coach. She was upset. He got home and she was upset. He didn't really understand why she was upset, and that's what made him take to Reddit under the "Am I an Asshole?" subreddit. So
Yeah, that's an asshole move.
was he wrong? Was that an asshole move?
That was an asshole move.
Okay. You think, Kyle?
Yeah, it was an
Yeah?
asshole.
Yeah, it was kind of selfish. I mean, he could have done a lot of things.
Did he give any context on it, or he just said like,
No, they fly. He accrued it with his job, so they were his, and he just wanted to go up there. He didn't say that they were in an argument or anything like that. He just felt like he should have it, so he went up there.
And his wife said something about it.
Yeah, she was pretty upset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if they were two assholes, maybe she'd be like, I understand. I would
Next
do the
time,
same
right?
thing. Yeah.
But yo, he has plenty of times to use it when he's traveling by himself, or when he's going on vacation with his friends, or got to go see somebody. You know what I mean? Like, why use it with your wife? Like, I would have gave it to my wife and let it go on up.
No, I would.
If I
would
have
do
to
this,
use
I
it.
would have. Yeah, I would do the same thing. But like, why do you have to?
Use it at all?
Why do you have to give it to her?
Oh, nigga, you're gonna hear about it. You might not hear about it. It
Why?
might be the end of your marriage.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, dog. You can't be selfish. We're
That's
supposed to be bigger than that.
That's that. You think that's that serious?
What is chivalry, right? Holding the door open the door on the drive on the fucking car, walking on the curbside, putting our coat down and fucking walk over the puddle. Like, it's chivalry, right? Like
Yeah.
we're supposed to put ourselves in harm's way and make ourselves uncomfortable for our ladies.
That's a fact. You're right. No,
So,
I'm saying it like you're telling me. So I know
yeah.
that. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
playing devil's advocate.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, you are, because his wife is on right now.
The roles are changing. The roles are changing, and you never know, man. You never know how people's relationship, is. So it is.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got, though. Let's get to it.
All right. So, big shout out to everyone that's on the live.
Check.
Remember, it's an open forum. If you have any questions, put it in the group chat. We'll try to get to you as soon as possible. All right. So we'll jump into our first topic of the night. A great woman won't slow down your mission. Right. You want to give some context on like what does that mean to you? KB.
She's on the same time that you're on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, I think that, and we just touched on it. Glitter and gold, showing off, showing out, but it doesn't have any substance. It's not moving your financial future forward. It's not gaining any traction for setting up a positive future. And I feel like if you're with someone that is only focused on glitter and gold, they're only focused on showing out, they're only focusing on what they could do to show out, sometimes it holds back what you got going on in the future as far as trying to gain traction, especially when you're younger. Let's say when you're like 28 to 30, and you're in a relationship, and usually that's a time where you're trying to settle down. You're trying to, maybe purchase your first house or, put some seeds down or whatever have you. But then you might deal with someone that all they want to do is buy Gucci. They want the luxury car. They want to take vacations, and all this shit costs money. And next thing you know, you spent $30,000 on, down payment for a car, Gucci Louis, and you could have put that down on the house. And she's not on the same time as you on. That's how I think about it.
Okay.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, it is. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
GB. What about you?
What I think about that, it's kind of hard to unhear what Kyle said. Once you hear that kind of point of view, it's kind of like, yeah. But I'm also thinking about a person who's just not down for you either. You know what I mean? Person that you got to worry about where they are, and then a person that you got to, who doesn't even believe in you. You know what I mean? And that's a hard thing to kind of like build with. You know what I mean? Because you got to build. You know what I mean? So you got to have that. You got to have that peace, and you have to have that reassurance, and you got to have that. You know what I mean? That charge up at the crib. You know what I mean? Okay, let me ask you this. I hate to bring it right back to you. No.
Can you define what mission is? What is your definition of
mission? Is real broad. I would just say mission is I don't know. I don't know.
What about you, KB?
Come back to me. I'm not sure.
I have a motto in my head that I live by every day, and it's God, dedication, knowledge, passion, purpose, and intent. So
one more time.
God, dedication, knowledge, passion, purpose, intent. So my main thing is I have to know that God is first. I have to be dedicated to whatever task I'm at. I have to be knowledgeable of what the tasks I have. I have to be passionate about whatever I do. I have to be purposeful of knowing exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I have to have good intentions. So with me, everything I go into, I have that in mind. And that's kind of my mission, is to stay on My thing is, the more I help somebody, the more I make money. The more I make money, the more I can help other people.
Yeah. All right.
So,
It's a good words to live by.
That's
It's a good words.
that's my mission, and I think my wife is on the same trajectory as me, which makes life a little bit easier.
Always. Always. How about you, Ron? What you think about it?
I heard some sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
we're having trouble
Oh, yeah.
loading this video. The whatchamacallit went down for a second.
We good or? No. We take 5.
On the YouTube, I'm on Instagram. I heard it on the computer.
Somebody had a good little question also.
Yeah, what was that?
Why do women try to come back to their ex-lady years later knowing she's in a relationship even when women has made it clear that she's not interested in entertaining him? I think that was a personal question. She started out good.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to keep up with it. I'm like,
But then at the end, like, all right, I don't know about that one. So.
Audio is fine. It's still recording. We're still good on the audio though.
so let's go.
Yeah, we still good.
Okay.
We're still good.
Nah, I mean, hearing those words that you
Just pop back.
that you live by, I like those. I would just say like take care of my family and be fruitful. You know what I mean? Be a good friend and be a good business partners. You know what I mean? I'm okay with bullshitting with some of the shit I do. You know what I mean? It's something I don't give a fuck about. I could try it. You know what I mean? But purposeful is hard because you can't give everything. I'm realistic. You can't give everything 100%, but you're gonna give things 80 to 90 to 100, and you're gonna show up and you're gonna do everything. But it's some things you do. You just do it for the money. You just go through it. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with it.
When I think of mission, I think of like a company and your mission statement.
Right.
Words that you live by, or sort of like your path, whatever you plan for your destination, where you're trying to go. Also, like mission, for me, it seems like it's pertaining to your dreams, your goals. Also, like you said, your purpose. Like, of course, as a husband, a father, a friend, you want to be the best in all those arenas.
Yeah.
But as far as your mission, I think that's more personalized in a sense.
Okay.
Like your personal achievements. Of course, other stuff is kind of tied to other people. But I would say if I have a mission to take care of my family, to provide the best I can, to give my kids everything that they need. But my mission, in a sense, or my goals or my dream is to, do XYZ business-wise or whatever to reach a particular goal as far as, let's say, revenue and, sales or whatever,
Right. Okay.
So I think when I think of mission, I think of like more personalized type of goals and achievements personally that will inadvertently benefit the people that are around you anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the way I look at it, but I still look at it on a personal level. Like, it doesn't have to be a monetary thing. I think personally, being a good person is a good thing to me.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I think it's highly personal.
Yeah.
I think it's super personal.
Right.
And it's a bunch of goals that lead up to your mission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the stronger you are about your goals, because goals are day to day, right? You might have a bunch of goals that you set on a daily basis that lead up to your mission that might be just for that year. You know what I'm saying? Like you might say your goal for this year is this, that, and the third.
Okay.
But really your mission is to get to that goal. And there's a bunch of goals that you have to set to get that mission that year. Now, moving forward in the whole space of life in general, I think every person has some type of mission in life. I just think they do.
Right.
I really do.
And how does your lady come into play with that?
How does my lady come into play with just what my personal mission?
Team mission, yeah.
she's an intricate part, because at the end of the day, if I'm not feeling great about where I am in life with home, it's very hard for me to go out and have a clear mind to accomplish the things that I need to accomplish on a daily basis to reach my daily goals that I need to reach to ultimately get to the mission that I have at hand.
Yeah.
So I think she's in general, it makes it easier for me to get to where I'm going, you know? Like, it's as opposed to, you know, having to call an Uber, I can hop in the car and go where I need to go. If you call an Uber, your goal is going to be, you know, slowed down a little bit. Or if you have to hop on a bus, your goal is going to be slowed down a little bit. But if you can hop in your own car and take off, you know, you can get to where you're going quicker.
Okay, when I think of your mission or your purpose, I don't think anybody should be able to slow it down. I know guys that have ended relationships because they were so goal orientated and so focused on their mission, and if their goals and their mission didn't align with their significant other, they would cut that before they would even think about slowing down on their goal.
Is it different for men and women?
I do. Well, these days I feel like it's different because women these days are more focused, career orientated, and you know, they're more focused on money and stuff like that. You know, and
they live in the land of capitalism.
Absolutely.
You know
I'm not saying that they're wrong for it, but I'm just making an observation.
All right.
You know what I mean? But but you know, back in the day, I think a lot of women, like my grandmother, her mission probably was to have children, you know, raise her kids and you know, raise strong, upstanding adults. You know, I think that's what her mission was.
But do you think that women have missions, or do they have responsibilities?
What, you think a mission is only a
I'm
male
just asking
thing?
the question. Yeah. Do you think
I think everybody has a mission.
You think everybody on this earth has a mission?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm raising 2 daughters, and I'm raising them to have missions.
Okay.
So I could say women can have they got to be about something, and part of that is being, you know, part of a team. You know what I mean? You know, and finding the right man that you can alternate dreams with, right? Isn't that what I mean? We're going to talk about it, but that's what a helpmate is, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
A partner that helps you get to your dreams, right? Like, you know,
Is that what the definition is?
that's the way I understand it. How do you understand it?
I don't know. When I first heard the term, I wasn't familiar with the term. I thought it was mainly like two people that were in a relationship together, and or a man utilizing a woman for domestic stuff and helping him pay half the bills, and he didn't want to marry her, but it was like, all right, we like kind of partners, but
No.
you
It's
know,
definitely a marriage, but it's
Yeah,
a kind of relationship that's a helpmate.
I think that's a normal marriage, though.
It's not a normal marriage, because a lot of people a lot of people have to suppress themselves around the people that they love. A lot of people can't be themselves. A lot of people are in love with people who won't let them go off path and change anything. And a lot of people, we've been hearing it a lot lately, this word narcissist. Like, can you be in a relationship? Like, can a helpmate be in a relationship with like a narcissist?
I don't think people really understand what a narcissist is.
Because I've been hearing it going around a lot
I think
lately.
it's like the new thing to say. And it's because people are so vain that they're probably the narcissist,
Right.
And they want to push it off on someone else. If you're calling somebody else a narcissist, you're probably one yourself. But to go back to what you were saying with the helpmates or whatever have you, I guess we're hopping into this now. That's what we're doing.
I guess we can
right.
we can piggyback
right.
back and forth.
All right. So, the way that I feel about what a helpmate is, it's two people that are having sex that want to get further in life, and they are having sex and helping each other get what they want at the same time. But they're not going to be totally all in with each other.
So it is a marriage, or it's just a relationship?
It's not a marriage.
So you look at it as being cold.
It's super cold because
Really?
a marriage is way more than just helping somebody get to another level in life. A marriage is every day. A marriage is work. A marriage is effort. A marriage is
But I don't think the helpmate. I think getting on to a certain level in life just requires a certain level of comfort at home. What if you just want your partner to take the responsibilities of the house so you can kind of go out? You're gonna bring in your money and all that, but you kind of want her to run your household. She's the CEO of the household, and that's what you expect of a woman.
Sounds like a slave.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a slave to me.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
I mean,
real.
running a household. Why couldn't she just, if she needs something done by you, like she could always,
ask me,
delegate.
But what is she asking me for money?
Well, what do you mean asking you for money?
Like she's staying at home and she's running the house, right? So what is she?
She makes her own money.
Well, he's
she could work and do. A woman could work and hold down a household.
A man can also.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so why does it have to be delegated to a woman? though?
No, but we're just talking about a helpmate for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just talking about a man. Like a man and a woman can be a helpmate. Like I don't feel that like it's certain toxic at all. Like I feel like it's kind of like, I think it's more of like offering like a peace of mind. You know what I mean? If a man needs sex a certain amount of times a week, if a man needs food, you know what I mean? And a man just wants you to, spearhead taking care of the kids. I'm going to fill in all the blanks. I'm a father too. I'm here, but I report to you. But in return, the woman gets, a man who knows that he's going to lead. A man who knows that, you know what I mean? When he goes out there, he got to bring home the bacon. He can't come home without it. You know what I mean? And the man who's going to protect.
But that's okay. That's where the problem lies a lot of the times, where there are men that require certain things from a female, but they can't provide what that female needs.
Oh, so he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, so I think that's when it becomes a problem.
Relationships don't work.
Where it's like that man is probably not deserving of a helpmate because he can't. Like, all right, if a dude says, "Yo, I want you to take care of the crib, take care of the kids, all that stuff like that, bring some money in and all that stuff like that," but you can't hold down the rest of the shit. You have no right to even bring that to your lady. You know what I mean?
What if your lady wants to be that person because she loves you?
Relationships are
like, she genuinely likes you. Like, she digs you. She believes in you. She likes you, and she wants to start a family with you.
Okay, but no.
These are just the things that you kind of require.
I get it, but relationships are like business deals. The best business deals is when both parties feel like they're getting something out of the deal.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying? It can't be one-sided.
100%.
So if I'm a dude and I'm saying, yo, I require sex at least 3 times a week. Yeah, I need head too. I need the house clean. I need at least, you gotta cook 3 times a week. But then it'd be like, all right, can you pay all the bills? Nah, I need help with that too. Nah, you don't deserve all that then. You know what I mean? So once you start to set requirements,
but that's not the end of the responsibilities now. Now the house is clean. He takes care of the outside of the house. He makes sure that the oil changes and the gas and everything's in the cars.
Okay.
He makes sure everything else is ready to go.
What if the female says, all right, yeah, I'll take care of the house, but I don't want this house. I want a bigger house. You got to get me a bigger house if you want me to do this.
Okay. Either I can comply with her or I feel like she's not the one for me. It's either one. Like, yo, that's a crossroads in your life. either this shorty's out of your league and she's living in La La Land, or she's, you know, the one. Like, at the end of the day, don't a woman got to get with our program? No. Like, a man got to get with their program. It is what it is. Everybody got to meet everybody's expectations.
Don't try and.
It's not.
I see how you did that just now, GB. Don't do that, man.
I gotta go home.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll play both sides of the fence, nigga.
Don't do that.
I'll play both sides of the fence, baby.
Honestly, the way that I feel about it is, you going into a relationship, you're going into a contractual agreement without it being on contract. And even if you sign your marriage papers, that's not your actual contract. That's just saying that whatever you're gonna do. But there's the fine print.
Well, I'm saying at least you have your vows.
You have your vows.
That's in a sense. That's
you have
what you're obligated to do.
You have your vows. But I really feel like whatever you set inside of your relationship is for you. And I feel like relationships are 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional. They're fucking they're weird. Yeah, like everybody's not gonna have the same relationship.
Of course not.
Like we just spoke to someone last week that he's fine with taking new pictures and putting it out there. And he's married. From what we understand, he's happily married.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So it could be someone that, a dude that's married to his woman for multiple years, and Kyle, she's the one that goes out and earns the money.
I'm good. You ever do like a 70, like a 700 piece, like jigsaw puzzle, and you got all those pieces in the corner, and you got that one corner, and you know that corner. And you know, like something fits in here and something fits in there, and you put that shit in there, and it kind of fits, but it's hanging over too much. Like, just not right. People are like those little pieces of puzzle. Like, sometimes it can fit for a little while, but if it ain't right, that little piece ain't gonna be right. It ain't gonna complete the whole shit. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but what are you saying?
People gotta fit each other, so it's okay for you not to fit with that person. Don't temper your expectations of people.
Well, no, 110%, but that's what I'm saying.
That winds up being a problem, though, where it's like...
No, when you're trying to fit something that's not really it.
That's what a
and
lot
you're trying to act like you something that you're not.
Yes.
A lot of the times people know, like most of the time, a dude and a female, they know what they want in their head. They know what they require.
And what they deserve.
Yeah, they know what they deserve. Right. They know what they require. They know what they want, right? And then they start to settle, or I guess you could say settle, or start to compromise at the beginning when they know it was a hard yes or no for that particular thing that they wanted.
Right.
And then when they get into the relationship and they become unhappy about certain situations, like you knew from the door that, all right, I required this. This is one of the characteristics that I needed, that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I settled not to have it. And now now I'm complaining about it. So that's
some niggas is 50-50 niggas. Some niggas cut everything down to grizzly no matter what.
So
if you with a 50-50 nigga as a female, once you move on to your certain levels of life, don't act like it's brand new that you still asking for 50-50 for things. Like, don't expect them to change all of a sudden, because, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Exactly. Yo, that brings me to what you just said, brings me to we had a group chat that had a meme of a guy that said, he got married and he settled. And after he settled, he basically was with the woman for a certain amount of time. And
he leveled up.
And he leveled up. He got more money. And then he was like, well, I'm doing better now, so I really should be with a better woman.
So, everybody loved this guy, but like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was with his college sweetheart, all that. He got some bread, he got some notoriety in the hip hop community, and he left. He went to what's the name? Sierra.
This beat is automatic.
Everybody want to play him like he the best guy. But he leveled up out of his relationship.
I think their situations are different though.
Okay.
Yeah, just reason being is because once you're in a certain environment, it may be more suitable to deal with someone that's in that environment versus bringing someone from the outside. Like he's becoming a celebrity. right? His wife is not going to become a celebrity.
Right.
So she's just on the outside kind of looking in.
Look
So
at
it's
Aisha
like,
Curry. Aisha Curry is a celebrity.
Savannah James.
Play
You don't
cards
see her
right,
like
you could be
that.
What? She got fucking 18 million people following her on Instagram.
okay, I get it, but you don't see her all in the videos, all on
I'm in
the,
death row.
all in the, all that shit like that. You don't see her like that.
That was very Suge-nitis.
You don't see her like that. So,
Come to death row. Nah, I can dig it. I understand what you're saying, but that's an excuse. That's an excuse. Yeah, if you love somebody, you're gonna bring them with you, or if they want to stay. Like, think about it. All right, I hate to say this, but that's like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was married years. Nobody ever saw his wife. She didn't have to
All
fit
she had
in.
to do was go to the pharmacy every week and bring home the pills.
All right, I'm done
All
with
she
this
had to
nigga.
do, perfect helpmate. put the pills in the pudding box.
yo, put your belly away, bro.
You know what I mean?
All right, so
I think a helpmate is something that you earn, and if you don't want to do something, then you can't do it. If you are in a situation as a man or a woman that you're with somebody and what they're asking for you is too much of you, you might as well get out of Dodge, yo, because it ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
don't settle for someone who's beneath you too. Have a little fun, but keep it moving. You could give her the girlfriend experience without her having to be the girlfriend.
Is this like? I'm not sure if this is a new term or it's been around for a long time. Or
What's
not.
that?
Helpmate.
That's brand new to me.
Nah,
yo.
biblical.
It's new to me.
biblical,
I call
but
it-
you know
I
the
call
YouTube
it-
streets. It's biblical.
I call it marriage.
Yeah, but the YouTube streets is using it now. You know what I mean? YouTube is the new streets, yo. So
Okay.
yeah, they using it.
All right. I hope. I'm bringing it all the way back because we kind of segue from one topic to the next. We started talking about the helpmate thing. We were talking about a great woman, right? Slowing down your mission. Is a woman's greatness tied to that, her support of what you do or supporting your mission or your goals and your dreams?
The only time it's suitable for a woman to slow down your mission is if your mission is self-destructive. If your mission is constructive, if it's good, she should be all aboard, ready to go.
What if she can see now? A lot of the times, as an entrepreneur, we're very optimistic about the future. Anything that we're doing, we could think like, it's going to be great. We're going to, but a lot of the times,
Translation, delusional.
Sometimes. So
There's a lot of 40-year-old rappers and 45-year-old, 50-year-old producers.
is there a time
Right.
limit on your mission or your dreams and goals that
As
your
long as you-
significant other has to stick in with?
As long as
and
you got
support?
time to live real life as a man and take care of real business, you know what I mean? Go for it. If you're earning a living doing your dream, but it's not the greatest living, have at it. That's cool. You know what I mean? You can live. But if you're just running out and you got different things you trying to do, if you call yourself an entrepreneur but can't narrow
Actually make
anything
the money?
down, make the money or narrow down what you even want to do. You just want to flip flop to this, to that, to that, to that. You want to sell t-shirts or mixtapes or whatever's coming back, or you know what I mean? Nah, you just a hustler, and you can't be, you know what I mean, a foundation of a family. You know what I mean? Like that.
It's not stable. It's not
You
stable
dig?
at all.
So you know what I mean?
KB, is there a time limit that your significant other should support your mission or your goals, or it should be like, all right, forever?
Everything that is inside of my heart is telling me that there should never be a time limit on your goals and what you want in life. But the realistic factor and the fact of the matter is, at a certain age, you just have, especially when you have kids and everyone is dependent on you as a man and the head of a household. You have to get your shit together at some point.
Sometimes that
You
could
know
be
what I'm saying?
a dream killer.
No.
I hate to say it, children are a blessing, but they could be a dream killer
Yeah.
because it's like it'll bring you into reality. Like, I can't take too many risks.
I gotta get this job at Target,
Yeah.
bro.
Dream killer
So-
sounds so bad.
it sounds bad. I don't mean to make it sound like that because
man.
children are a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? But they bring you into reality, right? So
faster than not a La La Land.
Like I said earlier, I was a broker. You know what I mean? I think I started when I was 19 years old, right? And that was some of the brokest times that I ever had, right? And the thing is, with that business, it's very unstable. Right?
Ron got me into my career on the low.
So
he didn't even realize it.
The thing is, like, all right, my wife has been with me since around that or at that time too. And when I did make money, I had months where I probably made people's annual salary. Okay. But then I had a lot of goose eggs, a lot of zeros. You understand what I'm saying? And it was a very unstable income. So if my wife was to tell me, bro, I understand there's opportunity to make a lot of money. You could be a billionaire. You could be a zillionaire, millionaire, whatever. But it don't seem like it's cracking for you.
But she stuck around. Why?
No, she stuck around. But I'm just saying, if she was to say that to me, would she be wrong? If I'm going to year, if I'm going to year 5, 7, 8, and I'm still very unstable, and I'm like, all right, I make some money here, but then I go 3-4 months.
How did you handle your money though? When you made your yearly salary in a month, how long did you make that stretch?
One of the major characteristics of an entrepreneur or anybody that works sales or anything like that is optimism. So you make 30,000 or 40,000 for the month. Yeah, you feel like I can do that shit next month too.
Are you blowing it? Yeah, are you blowing it? You personally at that time, are you blowing it?
All right.
Are you making that money look good? Are you stretching that money? Or because there's a little bit more here to the story.
Okay.
You're kind of coloring, you know what I mean, outside the lines and all that.
How realistic?
We're talking about you as a person.
Okay, but I'm just gonna give you. Okay, how realistic is for somebody that just brought a check home for 40,000, right? To be like, all right, I'm gonna live like I make 40,000 a year, and I didn't make it for that 1 month.
And he said, all right, you had a couple of good dinners, and you went out a couple times. Did you buy cars with it? Did you blow that 40 that weekend?
No.
Did you blow the 40 in the 3 months?
Probably, for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
3 months.
Yeah.
What?
All right. Okay.
Shit, damn, that's damn near quarter of the year. That's a quarter of the year, nigga. Like,
I'm only saying that she saw something in you when you got the wins, that she trusts you enough to know that you could take care of her. You know what I mean? Like, she saw the responsibleness in you.
No, well, there were times where she had to kick in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
Simon had him kicking in every once in a while.
The point I'm trying to make is that is she wrong if she says like, yo, babe, you should possibly think about doing something or getting like a different type of job or something like that?
Not at all. If that's what she saw, if she saw her father go out and get a check and do this and do that and be stable and all that, if their parents have a good life,
gonna hurt.
Their grandparent, what do you mean?
It's gonna sting.
Okay,
it's gonna sting.
It is gonna sting because
at that
point, if that was my mission, that was my goal, that's what I wanted to do, and it's like abandoning.
So young too that it could have just it could have been whatever. Like you could have just.
I get it, but you could say that. You could say that from the outside looking in, but when you in it. You think like, yo, this is what I wanted to do. This is, and I've seen a little bit of success, not all the success I wanted to see. Right. And it's like, all right, yo, shut it down.
I come from a different place though, because I had a kid when I was 19, so it was like I always had to produce. Like it was never if it was like yeah, all right.
You could have been a sack of shit.
Yeah.
But you're not.
Either not put Pampers on your kid and have your kid in camp and school and all that. Like I had to be a grown up fast. You know what I mean? So the whole dreaming thing to me is not goofy. I feel like y'all speak about it from a place of comfort. You know what I mean? And I feel like y'all a little hard on yourself too. Like y'all knew when to like cut the strings too. You know what I mean? There's a certain time to coast and there's a certain time to turn the gas up. You know, and then when the real responsibilities start kicking in, that's when it's time to start, tighten it up.
I can't take that much credit, man. I just flow with the universe. So if it kind of brings me this way, that way,
pardon me, God,
I kind of just land on my feet. You understand? Yeah.
Water.
What about you?
What about me? What about?
What he said?
What
Because you
say,
come.
Pop?
No, I was just saying that I was, you know, I was a father at 19, so I really had no time to dream and all that. Like, you know, life hit me fast, so you know.
Well, you know, I've always, you know, y'all know I've been doing whatever I'm doing for 20 years.
Right.
In real estate for 20 years. I've navigated through my career mostly by either setting up contracts with having regular pay to go out and do regular shit, which people don't understand that you can actually do that in real estate. You know what I'm saying? You can actually set up a contract and go out and make money doing, you know, title work, BPOs, whatever have you.
Right.
This is actually the first year in my 20 years that I canceled all my contracts, or actually COVID canceled my contracts, and I'm totally on my own. You know, I've never been like that for the whole time I've ever, even with me owning a brokerage and all that shit. I've always had just shit that I knew was coming in on a weekly basis, not even on a monthly basis, a weekly basis. So, you know, it's rough, to say the least, because I am the head of my household. I am, you know, the man in the household. So it is rough. But at the end of the day, like Ron said, and like I believe, optimism for us as an entrepreneur is what keeps you going every day. You know, I'm waking up, I'm in the office at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning every day.
Optimism or ambition.
Do you feel like I'm sorry? Do you feel like it's a shot clock on you?
I think every
or do you personally have the shot clock on yourself? Like, all right, my wife is like waiting to see the results, or I'm waiting to see the results.
I think it's twofold. It's not just me. It's not just my wife. I think it's, you know, other investment partners that I have that are believing in me. It's not just me. You know what I'm saying? It's people that just believe in me. So it pushes me to be up at a certain time and be, you know, in the office and producing at a certain time and pushing through, you know, all the negative, because you get so much negative, not a lot of positive on your daily basis, that it's up to you, you know, and it's a mindset, you know. That's really what it is, you know.
Okay. All right.
But sex with my wife does help.
Isn't that what Gilly said?
All right. So I guess we'll move it along to we discussed a little bit in helpmates. We'll move it along to, do men set the tone in relationships?
Okay. I think so.
You think so? Elaborate.
I think, like you said earlier, men create access to elevation in the marriage, to the to being a fiance, to being a girlfriend, to being a fiance, to being a wife. Men are always there to initiate that. So they set the tone. Look at Cam Newton. He set the tone. You know, she stayed in one place and she never moved up. You know what I mean? You know, she only moved up to being baby moms. You know what I mean?
This nigga's smart.
Nah, but you know, so I think men set the tone. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, KB?
What about you, Ron? I do not believe that males set the tone, but I do feel like male energy sets the tone. So what I mean by that
What, like
is
a female that has male energy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like male energy sets the tone, but and I
I'm
only say
saying
that
isn't not most of the time it's the man. Then you got to give me a scenario of like
because it could be
like lesbians.
Yeah, it could be lesbians. It could be
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Or every man doesn't have a masculine energy. I don't know if you guys believe that, but
Right.
you could be a man. You could be a man and not have masculine energy, but still be married. right? And I think that some women might have that take charge type of attitude, and they're married to their male, and that is masculine energy. Because they like penis. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. They like penis, but they have masculine energy, but like penis. Maybe you ever seen Amazon? You ever seen Amazon porn? It's like that. Real talk. Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never watched it. I've scrolled down the website and I've seen the thumbnail of it.
Yeah, Amazon.
It looks weird.
Y'all check out Amazon porn, yo.
Crazy, yo.
That's a woman with male energy.
KB is weird because he actually watches that shit. I don't watch it.
I've definitely watched it before. I've watched it before.
You a funny boy.
Look, Holly said he's seen it. I'm not crazy, Holly. Yeah. So what do you think about that, Ron?
Again, men give access to relationships. Women give access to sex. They set the tone for sex, and men set the tone for relationships. I feel like that because a lot of the times, most men are sex orientated as far as not even the courtship. I'm not gonna call it courtship because it doesn't reach that point. I mean, dating, getting to know somebody. A lot of times, men are dating to have sex. They're not necessarily dating to have a girlfriend or have a wife or whatever. Because that
I think at a certain age though.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're really like going into your late 30s, 40s? You're speaking from the
perspective of a married man, though.
No. I'm speaking from the perspective of knowing single men at our age that don't really want to be single because they want to be invited to.
I don't know. That we're going
through. A lot of men that just okay with being single, though.
Yo, for real.
I get it.
Yeah,
I'm not denying that.
Yeah. I know guys that are in sort of relationships, but they're still treading the fence with that. Like, I see you guys, and I may want to get married, but then I still want to fuck with
I like
other
that.
chicks.
Yeah, I like
you
that open door or side door policy to where I could date. And
it seems cool when
think
I'm
about it,
y'all,
yeah.
But then on the other hand, I want to deal with other chicks.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
What was I saying? What was my point?
My fault. I threw you off.
Yeah, you really did throw me off. But I think I was saying that men date for sex more or less, and then women they have the
control.
They have
over
the control over sex.
Yeah,
right?
And men have the control over a relationship.
Exactly.
No, sex and starting a family. Like,
if your
family grows or you.
But that goes with.
I think that's in men's control.
Having control over sex. That's all right. So it's kind of like two-sided because if a man wants a family. That doesn't mean if a man wants a family, that doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to be married, or does it?
I think you have to you gotta assume that he does, for the sake of society. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a man that wants multiple different families, right? Like
is that a fact, or you creating a scenario?
Well, my wife is watching, so obviously it's a scenario. I'm a man that wants multiple different families.
Got you.
Right? So I want multiple different cultures. I want to have an Italian culture. I want to have a Jamaican culture. I want to have a Chinese culture. And I want to have these 3 different cultures by being able to have different kids with 3 different ethnicities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I control my own narrative?
Yeah, you clearly do because there's a lot going on over there. So
I'm in control.
You're in control of that shit.
Okay.
You are control?
I mean, if you went out and did all that, who's in control of that?
No, I'm just saying. You
Do I have? And what I mean by control,
they have to give you access to.
Do I have control over the life that I made? That's really That's really the question.
Yes.
The question is, do I have control over the life that I made?
Fully.
Or did I make this life and now I'm a slave to this life?
No, you made the life. If you're a slave to it, it's after the fact.
No. But that's the whole point. The whole point is going back to what we were saying. Who controls the narrative with sex and relationships, right? Like if I'm having sex and I want to, because the whole point was a man controls relationships, right?
Yeah.
Like if we want to be in a relationship, we're going to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
If a woman wants sex, she is the one that controls the narrative for sex. Mm-hmm. But what if I want to have sex and have multiple different relationships? Now that I'm into that, do I still control my life? Do I have control over what I created? Right? Like, do I have control over that?
I think women have control of that. They have control of that.
I think so also.
And
I mean, if you made enough money, I mean, you started 4 different families. You can't work at Pizza Hut and start.
You cannot.
You know what I mean? Yo, if you start 4 like families, you got to be making close to like what $600,000 to $700,000 a year.
That's it.
I mean, yeah. On the low side, yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to make that much money. I'll be honest with you.
Or it's gonna be a dirt bag. Like you gotta have households. You gotta have.
Yeah. I don't think you don't need all that.
Nah,
you don't need all
all
that.
right.
We're talking about 1 kid per household, right?
Okay.
So you have a Jamaican kid.
Yeah.
You have a Chinese kid.
Yeah.
And what was the
Look,
other one I
if
said?
you don't
I can't remember.
satisfy, first of all,
And an Italian kid.
So you're not going to child support for any of one of these?
No, because you're dropping off $1,000 per kid. That's $3,000 a month.
Yeah, they good. They good.
They fine.
$1,000.
So-
Okay.
That's $36,000 a year.
All right. As far as setting the
Right?
tone,
Am I bugging?
how to?
What if you're doing shit like how Kyle was talking about, having different families all over the place? That's not his tone, like a tone setter. If you're changing careers every couple of years, that's not a tone setter. If you're, if you're lying about certain things, if you're lying about situations that you're in, like hopefully these women know you're in those different relationships. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like cheating is one thing, and well, it's a lot. But if you're an honorable dude, then yeah, you deserve it.
And also, I feel like as far as the setting the tone is concerned, it can be. The balance of power can always shift, right? And I say it can shift because, again, like we said, I'm probably gonna say this quote in multiple podcasts that men give women access to relationships, women give men access to sex, right? But then once you give that woman access to the relationship, she can control the sex, and she can control you with the sex. And then at that time, her controlling you with that sex can determine whether
baby mother. I think she put her foot down, stopped doing certain things, and he was like, "All right, I'm out. I'll do this with someone else."
And
I'm making enough money.
And it's so crazy that we assume that she left and that she's happy. She might have left and she's just trying to prove a fucking point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She might have left and just was trying to prove a point.
That part.
And now she's miserable. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, call my bluff. All right, you think I'm bluffing?
Right.
I'm leaving. Then she leaves and she has the 4 kids like, this sucks. This sucks. Yeah. But I had to do it because I had to push his hand.
Right.
And that goes back to, him rethinking and going back to, all right, maybe we can revisit that. You understand what I'm saying?
So that's the only choice? Like that's the only way of survival?
Her only choice?
Yeah.
What do you mean, leaving?
No, leaving, but him coming back. That's the only...
No.
Okay.
By all means, like now, obviously... She's probably being taken care of. She got 4 kids by him.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's being taken care of.
That's one reason why I don't feel sorry, because I'm like, she probably got him early in his
nice
career.
payday.
Oh yeah, she's being taken care of.
She was popping out them kids for a reason, because he's Cam Newton. You know what I mean?
She's being taken care of.
She ain't having
she not a victim.
4 kids by fucking Chauncey Jones that fucking never made it out of the, you know.
I got you.
He played some high school
You
ball
ain't gotta
in
shit on
college.
Did you say
know.
Chauncey Billups Jones?
No, I said
Nah,
Jones.
You ain't got shit on
Nah,
Jones to
play,
make
play.
your point.
Yeah. So, all right. Damn. Do we got anything else to add too? I think we touched pretty much most of the topics of the night.
Absolutely.
How y'all feeling about this fistful of bourbons?
You know,
It's cool. It tastes inexpensive though.
I think you got influenced by this guy.
It's not worthy of my
whiskey
glass.
I think you got influenced by this whiskey snob.
No, actually, I was drinking.
Oh, shit.
What I was drinking? I think I was drinking the Glenlivet, like 12 at the house before I got here and opened this up. So my palate is off.
Yeah, your palate
Yeah,
is.
it's a little off. So
I don't know. Like
Your palate was
but
heightened.
I bought the bottle.
And
so
then this pulled you down.
I'm not a fan though.
I don't know, man. I don't know why it's not giving me.
It doesn't have deep notes at all.
No. Okay,
It's very surface level.
I was gonna say it's not giving me a bunch of bourbony type of notes.
The corn on the back end too. Like
No, I'm saying, but you would get corn is I would say a bourbon joint, but it's like maybe it's not the type of bourbon that I like. It's not that sweet. It's a little bite on the back end.
what else is made of Jersey? What else? What other bourbons made of Jersey? You know?
The Nets.
Offhand?
The Nets jersey. I get it because it's the jersey. The jersey. No,
So
whatever. That was a
what do we
corny
give
joke.
it
Terrible.
rating wise?
Ooh, out of 10.
We were doing 10, Corey Cool. We were doing
We're
1
doing
to
10. Out of 10, I'll give it a 2. 2 out of 10.
You gave Drake shit.
Like a 4, 3.5.
No, you gave it like a 5 or something like that.
Okay, so it was in the middle, yeah.
This is worse than Drake's.
Yeah, it is. This is definitely worse than Drake shit.
Not one of Dre's, but-
Yeah, nah.
I'll give it
My
three.
Find your loving.
3.
Go ahead. A 3?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you've been influenced. I don't think it's that bad, bro.
not
I'm
bad.
usually the toughest rating.
So where you at with it? You like it?
I give it an 8.
No, I'm not gonna give it an 8. Bourbon wise,
It doesn't taste like a real bourbon. It doesn't taste like a real bourbon. It just doesn't. It really doesn't.
that would be my kick on it. It doesn't taste bourbony like that. You understand what I'm saying? But it can't fuck with the Jones.
Man,
No.
It can't mess with the Wellers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's
what
not.
is it worse than?
Is it better
I don't
Uncle
think it's
Nearest?
that bad,
Is it better
huh?
than Uncle Nearest?
No. Uncle,
Nah.
the 1884?
asking.
I mean, the 1884 was really good.
Yeah.
The other one that we had, what was it,
No, they
1865?
they both hit. They both hit, but they hit hard. But flavor wise, and then I don't think Uncle Nearest is considered a bourbon. I think it's considered like an American whiskey, right?
Was it American whiskey?
I think so. Or the 1884, I think it's considered a Tennessee whiskey.
It's definitely Tennessee whiskey because it's supposed
Yeah.
to be Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
Well, Jack Daniels, his
yeah. So,
recipe.
Well, for me, I would probably give this one. I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. I don't think it's
That's liberal. though.
terrible. Color wise, a little light for me. Not, and it's supposed to be straight bourbon. I'm not sure. I'm not getting, but I don't know. Again, all the whiskey lovers that are out there, the whiskey drinkers, Let us know if you ever had this fistful of bourbon, and give us your thoughts on it. Would how'd you feel about it? Did you feel like our review was on point? Would you give it a shit? I think we overall. What'd you say?
3, 2, what? I said
Damn.
3.
He said 2.
Yeah, 2, 3, and 5.
So it's like overall like a 3,
Yeah.
3.5. Let's say a 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So I don't think it's that bad, but
You gotta I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but we gotta deal with price point also.
how much was it?
At a 750 mil, he said he paid 35.
Yeah, probably
saw-
a lot of other bourbons that are better at that price point. Yeah,
There,
I get it.
and I saw some reviews when I was looking it up. It was saying like $25, $30 between that.
Okay.
So it's not an expensive bourbon by any means. You know what I mean? It's just not that. But I think that when you put it in the realm of that $35, you could definitely get something better for that.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not talking about some
get
bottom of
Jameson
the
for
barrel
that.
shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
All right. So fistful of bourbon. Let us know what you thought about it. Hit us up, Instagram, whatever. All right. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey. Remember to, if you don't follow us on Instagram, please do at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also, check us out on YouTube. Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. Cigars, the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Also, if you missed any of the previous episodes, you can always check us out on the podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify, etc. Anywhere you listen to your podcast at. Again, remember to like, share, subscribe. Also, leave us a 5-star rating with a comment. It helps the platform grow. If you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations, if you want to recommend a cigar, a spirit, or even a topic, hit us up. All right. If you have a product or service and you would like to sponsor a show, hit us up via email. It's podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. Again, it's podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. And if you dig the show and you like the content that we're putting out and you want to show your support, you can do that via Cash App. It's the same as the Instagram. It's Cigars Whiskey, Cigars with an S, Whiskey. And do remember to check out super producer Corey Cool on his platform, CUNY Radio, everything fresh and new in hip hop music, a daily podcast.
Amazing.
All right. And follow him on Instagram at Cool University. That's Cool, UNIVERCITY. All right. KB, why don't you give him your handle?
The Booker's Solutions IG.
All right. White Star GB.
At White Star GB.
All right. And again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Love, bruv. Peace.
Hey,
Peace.
I don't know for sure. I was exhausted, y'all.
Really?
Yeah, I'm tired.
I was so questionable. I was questionable.
I had two Red Bulls.
Oh, you activated.
I was definitely
A
questionable.
little like,
What do you mean questionable?
I took a nap and I wasn't gonna leave because I wasn't feeling good.
yeah.